Hello, seventh grade. We are jumping into lesson 4 today. So today you're going to read a new article that's called Conflicting Ideas, and you're going to dig deeper in it to figure out the central ideas. Before we do that, you have an entrance ticket. This is entrance ticket unit 2, lesson 4. It's going to ask that as you enter class, you review the discussion norms anchor chart posted in your classroom. And so your teacher needs to pull this up for you. Consider the last few discussions that you've went through as a class. Have you acknowledged new information expressed by others? I want you to be honest here. Check mark yes or no. Again, another question. Consider the last few discussions you've experienced. Have you changed your ideas during the course of a discussion as a result of new information expressed by others? Check yes or no. With a partner, discuss the following prompt. Review your responses from the previous lesson's homework, recording the connections between medical and social epidemics. How do these connections change the way you think about how ideas spread? And what further connections do you have? So I'm going to ask that you go ahead and pause the video here and you begin working through this now. Once you're finished, you guys can have some discussion about this, and then you can come back to me when you're ready to move on. All right, guys, let's look at our learning targets for today. The first one says, I can determine 2 or more central ideas of a text. The second one says, I can trace the development of central ideas over the course of a text. And the last one says, I can write an objective summary of the text. We're moving into work time A, where you are now going to do a close read of the article called Conflicting Ideas. I'm going to ask that you pause the video and you guys do this as a class, either with a partner, independently, whole group popcorn read, whatever your teacher decides. Come back to me when you're finished reading and once you guys have had some discussion about this, and we'll move forward. Okay, guys, so the next thing we need to do is we need to fill out the close read Conflicting Ideas note catcher. So here it's kind of going to ask you to go paragraph by paragraph, which is really essentially what a close read is. It's looking very closely at the things inside of what you're reading, breaking it down and making sure that you understand each piece of it and how the pieces work together to contribute to the whole. Okay, so I'm going to ask that you guys go ahead and start working through this. So it gives you some things to work through, like it gives you a word, keyword inside of that word, what's the definition of that word. So I'm going to ask that you guys work through this. So you've got 87 and 88, and then you've got 89 and 90. And again, these might be a little bit different from the pages in your workbook. And then you're going to have a written response, write 1 to 3 sentences to describe the central ideas and how they are related. So your teacher might want to take this time to go over, recap central idea. And I'm going to ask that you guys go ahead and pause the video and you work through this note catcher, whether that's with a partner or individually, whatever your teacher decides. Come back to me when you're ready to move forward. Okay, guys, so the last piece of our work today is for you to write a summary of this article, Conflicting Ideas. So again, let's review this together. Criteria of an effective informative summary anchor chart. It must introduce the text by stating the title, author, chapter, section, or pages. Briefly outline what the text is about. Clearly state the central ideas or main ideas. Include only the most important ideas and relevant details from the text to explain the central ideas. Remain objective, meaning don't put your opinions or judgments in this. You must wrap up with a concluding statement, and it must be short, clear, and concise. I'm going to give you the start of what your summary should look like in the article, Conflicting Ideas by TC, and then you're going to continue. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Once you guys are finished, I would love for your teacher to go through this with you, maybe share out some of the model ones in class, and then I will see you guys again next time with another lesson very soon.